Assalamu alaikum CSS aspirants. Today I am delivering my first lecture on essay writing. In this lecture, I will just go through those rules which are mentioned by Federal Public Service Commission on question paper of essay. Let's begin. CSS essay pattern. On the top of question paper, you can see they have clearly written that a student can use 2500 to 3000 words in order to prove his stance or his topic. There are generally 10 topics and you have to select the one and you have to write on that, and the word limit is 2500 to 3000 words. Next, they have clearly mentioned that an essay must have an outline. So outline, the purpose of outline is guiding examiner that what you are going to write. It is a roadmap to your essay. So it is similar to a question paper, a question's answer in which headings and some headings are written. The only difference is in question you write headings according to paragraphs, but here you have to first write headings and then you have to write your complete essay or paragraphs. That is the only difference. Okay, now next is they have also provided you some idea that what parameters you can use in order to construct your essay. Now see, they have said that an essay must contain different discourses. Now discourses mean discussions, so it means that a topic must be described, discussed, debated from different angles. I will give you one example. For example, a topic is that informal economy of Pakistan, the way forward. So now what are the different angles? You can say that what is formal economy, then what is informal economy, what are the impacts of informal economy on Pakistan, what are the positive impacts, what are the negative impacts, and how to overcome this problem. And in way forward you can write that we have to digitize our system of documentation, and Federal Bureau of Revenue must become active and find out those people who are doing business undocumented. So these are different discourses you are using in order to prove your topic or your stance. So in different discourses one can use exposition. For example, in exposition, what a student does, first of all you have to investigate the idea. What is the idea? Informal economy of Pakistan, the way forward. That is what the idea is provided to you by examiner. So first of all you will observe this idea, that what is the word informal, what does it mean? Informal means here in this context it means undocumented. Economy of Pakistan, what is economy? Economy means that production and import, export, and using consumption of goods. These all things come in the category of economy. So next is the way forward, mean what to do in order to overcome this conundrum or problem. So that is what you are now observing only. Once you have observed, now you have gathered the idea that informal economy, 36% economy of Pakistan is informal according to World Bank, and the informal economy is undocumented economy. So it means that the people who are having informal economy, they evade taxes from our exchequer or national exchequer. So these are some investigating, you are investigating the idea. Next stage is evaluating an idea. Now in evaluation, what a student does, what are the advantages and disadvantages of informal economy, or what are the pros and cons of a particular discussion. Next is evaluating evidence. Now again it is the same, that you are having an evidence. For instance, in Pakistan recently Pakistan has gone through wheat crisis. So informal economy has direct link with wheat crisis. So that is what evidence based evaluation you are doing. And at the end, clarify your stance. Once you have investigated the idea, then evaluated the idea, then evaluated the evidence, your stance is clear now. So that is what we call exposition, and that is what Federal Public Service Commission demands from CSS candidates. It is not difficult. It is same as you discuss with your friend about anything. For instance, you are sitting with your friend and you are discussing about any issue. For instance, you are discussing about inflation, that nowadays inflation has increased in Pakistan. Then you will start debate, both of you. So this debate and these discussions, in order to clarify, in order to prove your stance, that is what we call exposition. Next is argumentation. It is also the part of exposition. You can say that it is again proving something true or false. Next is description. Description means describing something. It is again the part of exposition. Mean you are having a topic, informal economy of Pakistan, the way forward. So here obviously you have to first describe what is informal economy, and then what is formal economy. So then you have to describe what are the advantages. I mean, in everything you have to explain. So that is again the part of exposition. Next is narration. Again, it is also a way in order to prove your stance. For example, you are saying that the economy of Somalia is the worst in the world. Why? Because it mostly comprises informal economy. So that is a kind of story of Somalia. You are writing in your essay in order to prove the disadvantages of informal economy on a country. Dear aspirants, now come towards another indicator which Federal Public Service Commission has mentioned on question paper. That is, credit will be given for organization, relevance and clarity. Now be careful that organization means that you are writing your sentences in such an easy way that anybody can understand that what you are trying to say. I will give you one example. I will give you example of paragraph here. For instance, there is one paragraph. A good paragraph must contain topic sentence, paragraph body or supporting sentences, you can say. Last is concluding sentence. Now, what is organization? For example, I make one paragraph in organization. There are 3 reasons to live in Canada. That is my topic sentence. So next is, there are 3 reasons to live in Canada. Firstly, the system of education in Canada is up to the mark. Their research, their teachers are famous all over the world. Secondly, the healthcare system in Canada is very good and it is free of cost. Thirdly, there are multifarious opportunities to find a good job, because Canada is an industrial country. Hence, Canada is the best destination to live in. So now see here, first topic sentence was about 3 reasons, then supporting sentences were these 3 reasons, and at the end you have proved that is why to leave Canada. So that is what they call organization. Similarly, in essay also, your paragraphs should be in the same organization. In paragraph, first is introduction, then supporting paragraphs, and at the end concluding paragraph. Next, they say that there should be relevance. Relevance means your all sentences, all paragraphs must relate to the topic sentence, must be in order to prove your stance which you have taken in any particular topic or essay. Next is clarity. Now clarity means how easily you are explaining the things. Always see which narrator we like the most, which person we like the most in communication. The person who speaks simple words. Here simple words means who speaks those words which are easy to grasp, which we can easily grasp that what this person is trying to say. But if a person start using ambiguous words or ambiguous sentences or ambiguous thoughts, I mean, first he is talking about Canada, suddenly he discusses about America, then suddenly he jumps into Pakistan. So this will what will happen? He will confuse his listeners. So nobody likes that person. So therefore clarity is must. So these are some rules which Federal Public Service Commission has mentioned on the question paper of essay, and these rules must be followed. They are not difficult, they are same as we are discussing in discussion. These rules usually we follow whenever we discuss about any particular issue with our friends or family members. So now let's come towards the parts of essay. uh, Essay contains three main parts. First is introductory paragraph or introduction. Next is body. In body we are having different paragraphs, discussing about different topic sentences, and last one is conclusion. Now, as you know, that introductory paragraph, it is the paragraph which introduces the topic, which introduces to the examiner that how you are going to tackle, and it is first impression. And the conclusion is the glimpse of the introduction. I mean, you can say that conclusion is the summary of the whole essay. So in next lecture we will go through all of these parts, but in next lecture we will focus on introduction, that how to write an impressive introduction. So thank you so much for listening this lecture.